Welcome back to Single Finance Videos, your go-to source for all things finance and investing. I am Dorcas, and today we are diving deep into the world of fixed income investment, specifically bills and bonds. Our topic for today is investing basics, understanding bills and bonds. In the world of investing, bills and bonds are fundamental financial instruments that play a significant role in shaping financial markets and providing investors with avenues for wealth preservation and growth. In this video, we will delve into the basics of bills and bonds, answering some of the most commonly asked questions on this topic. Before we begin, please note that this video is for educational purposes only and shouldn't be treated as financial advice. Please consult with a certified licensed financial advisor if you have questions regarding investing in bills and bonds. If you're ready to discover how to invest in bonds, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now, let's get started. What exactly are bills and bonds? Well, these are types of fixed income securities issued by governments, municipalities, corporations, and other entities to raise capital. When you invest in bills and bonds, you are essentially lending money to the issuer in exchange for regular interest payments and the eventual return of your principal investment. Bills and bonds are types of financial assets that can help you achieve financial independence if invested well. I had posted a video on the basics of personal finance where I briefly explained about the tenets of investing. If you haven't watched the video, there is a link up here and in the description box where you can click on and find out more about investing and types of financial assets. Now, let's talk about how bills and bonds work. When investors purchase bills or bonds, they are essentially lending money to the issuer in exchange for regular interest payments or coupon payments and the eventual return of the principal amount at maturity. Bills and bonds are bought and sold on the open market, and their prices fluctuate based on factors such as interest rates, issuer creditworthiness, and market conditions. Bills typically have shorter maturities, while bonds have longer maturities, ranging from a year to several decades. There are several types of bills and bonds to consider. Treasury bills, short-term securities issued by the government. Treasury bonds, long-term debt securities with maturities of 10 years or more. Municipal bonds, issued by the state and local governments for public projects. Corporate bonds, issued by corporations to raise capital. Savings bonds, non-marketable securities designed to encourage savings. Why do people invest in bills and bonds? Well, for starters, they offer stable income, diversification, and capital preservation. Furthermore, they are generally considered safer investments compared to stocks, making them attractive options for risk-averse investors. There is a reason why bonds are considered safer than equities. If you'd like to understand more about stocks and their risk profile, there's a video that I have linked up here and in the description box. However, it is essential to understand the risks associated with investing in bills and bonds. Interest rate risk. Bond prices can fluctuate based on changes in interest rates. Credit risk. There's a risk that the issuer may default on payment. Inflation risk. Inflation can erode the purchasing power of bond returns over time. So, how can you invest in bills and bonds? There are several ways to buy bills and bonds. You can buy them directly from the issuer or through brokerage accounts. Alternatively, you can invest in bond funds or online platforms that offer access to a wide range of bonds. In Kenya, for example, you would need to have a CDS account with the Central Bank of Kenya in order to invest in bills or bonds. Let's talk about yield and the yield curve. Yield refers to the annual return on investment expressed as a percentage of the bond's current price. The yield curve is a graphical representation of the relationship between bond yields and maturity. A normal yield curve slopes upward, indicating that longer-term bonds have higher yields than shorter-term bonds. A normal yield curve suggests that the economy is growing and that interest rates are likely to rise in the future, which is a good thing. Let's talk about bond ratings. Bond ratings assess the creditworthiness of bond issuers and are issued by credit rating agencies such as Standard and Poor, Moody's, and Fitch. The higher the rating, the safer the investment and vice versa. It is important to consider tax implications of bills and bonds. Interest rates from bonds may be subject to federal, state, and local taxes depending on the type of the bond and the issuer. In Kenya, for example, infrastructure bonds are the only types of fixed income securities that are tax free. We have now come to the end of our comprehensive guide to mastering bills and bonds. By understanding the basics of fixed income investment, including types, risks, investment strategies, and tax considerations, you can make informed decisions and build a resilient investment portfolio. Thank you for joining us today. If you have found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on financial growth and prosperity. Until next time, happy investing.